couldn't have been, I don't know, more than 6 or 7. And, you know, we're seeing this black man on television. He's the first black guy that had a show that wasn't a buffoonery type of show. He had this trio. He could really play the piano. He was suave and debonair. And he was all those French words that say that he was cool. You know, he was all of that. My parents were all into gospel music, and they didn't particularly like jazz, but they liked Nat King Cole. Everybody liked Nat King Cole. For the African Americans, it was a political symbol because he's somebody who had made it, and he looked good while he was making it. When we were in Cuba, we noticed that Nat King Cole's picture was in Studio E. Graham. Then we started to do research about Nat King Cole in Espanol, and we realized that he started recording in 1958, and then he finally completed the second album around 1962. I particularly focused on the arrangements. The arrangements sounded to me like very Hollywood stock kind of arrangements. I put a lot of vamps. I like vamps. If there's one way to change a song is to put an intro, and then it could be the outro too. You come in with it, stay on it for a while, a guy solo, then you go into the song. Then they come back to it at the end, then they play a little more. And that's, you know, that's jazz. What I'm trying to do is really to bring maybe even a little more emotion than you heard in the late 50s and early 60s on these records. To bring a little more emotion and kind of bring them into our time now.
Siempre que te pregunto que cómo, cuándo y dónde, tú siempre me respondes quizás, quizás, quizás. Y así pasan los días y yo desesperando y tú contestando quizás, quizás, quizás. Estás perdiendo el tiempo pensando, pensando.
When we played in Middelheim, the first time we played, it was about 4,000 people there. And all of a sudden, 4,000 heads became 2,000 heads. And lovers started embracing, and they started singing the songs together. These people know these songs, and it made them very nostalgic. My music, no matter how dynamic it might be or how sad it might be or whatever my music is, it's definitely not nostalgic. And to see this nostalgia was a different thing that I ever witnessed from the stage, because I wasn't quite old enough to understand it, you know, but there were people older than me, and then after a while it was like an effect. It started with the older people, and then it just kind of trickled down to the young people too. And all of a sudden everybody was nostalgic.